Really quick before I talk more about the new skill, because there actually is some stuff we do need to talk over it. I did go for a Tet God Eye. I have a stack from obviously all the new stuff they gave us recently with the Magnus Quest, which by the way, Magnus Quest is horrible. I'm using this 131 stack essentially. I have no stacks right now, so I'm gonna try to push the Tet on that. I'm gonna do my seasonal and then I'll try to get my Tet God Eye like that as well. I ended up selling my bags and I got the free one. I transferred my Cavris over, so we're currently sitting at like 6.8 bill. Also, if I sell my Often, I'm getting like 4 bill, right? So if I grind for another 1 or 2 days, we should be able to get my Tri main hand. So we're very close to that. And the plan is, like I said, we're slapping for pen. I might end up buying a Garmoth first for my Awakening, leaving that pre-order up. But yeah, we're slapping for pen essentially. Here's the thing with the new skill, right? Let's go ahead and start talking about it, and we'll also cover Succession. So as strong as rework Musa is, my biggest complaint was that they took away a lot of skill expression with the reboots in general and made everything easier. And while I can still play Musa at like a much more complicated level, even with the class becoming easier, I didn't like how they took away a lot of my CCs. However, they added new ways for Awakening Musa to CC, but they weren't they were really niche, you know what I mean? Like, it was really like, I could only do this like a certain class because they don't have X reason of why they can punish it, right? You know what I mean? Now with, Mountain Divide, so this skill, it helps me cover up my gaps essentially, and it also helps me keep my stamina. So for example, when I do my arrow, right, normally I'd have to chase, and I'm burning stamina, right? Also, sometimes you might chase too far, or it just depends on the scenario, right? Here's the thing, now I can just stay in place, the forward guard lash a little bit, I gain some stam back as well, and then it gives me some time to hit confirm. If I'm far enough, I mean, they're not gonna really hit my back unless they're a hash or a DK or those sorts of classes, right? So for the most part, it's a lot better. I mean, even from Rabam, boom. So not only does it help with that, but it also helps with the fact that it's adding a good amount of chip damage to my kit. This skill doesn't hit that hard, but doesn't also not do damage, right? It hits just right. It kind of reminds me of the old dash slash damage. The chip damage is there. It's really good. So it also helps fill in damage where I couldn't before. So for example, when I do forward blind thrust, a lot of the times you would see me do double slash, and that was usually just to proc a bleed, right? But it was also because it kind of makes some combos flow better. But now I can just go like this. I can just go boom, boom. And that just gives me enough time to also hit confirm something too. And it gives me more damage overall, so yeah, the new skill is great for Awakening Musa. It, with everything that it provides, being able to do arrow grapple, mouse move, right? And then you can do the new skill. It gives Awakened Musa a higher skill cap way to not only catch people, but it's giving us some more expression again, which is what I felt was missing with the reworks. So all that is super good for Awakened Musa. There is 2 ways I didn't show in the little excerpt from the beginning, because I think for Awakening it's kind of useless. So for example, right, if you go like this, Rising Storm also cancels into it, but that's kind of useless in my opinion. The Rising Storm is just too risky on Awakening, right? Also, you have backstep slash, and now this. Now, I also think that's kind of useless as well for Awakening, because, I mean, you have other down smashes. For example, right, if you're doing a combo, right, and you go like this, you can just now do that and get 3 down smashes. You see what I mean? They really gave Awakened Musa a lot with this one skill, and I think it's a great addition to the class. I love the skill, 10 out of 10 from me for Awakening. And now let's cover Succession with. Now for Suck Musa, it's pretty much the same ways to get into it, but there's a couple of extra ways, right? So first and foremost, this in Succession is actually very useful, because if Blaze is down and you don't have blue buff, Rising Storm will come up before Blaze does, as you can see. So you have to wait a few seconds if you don't have the blue buff, but I mean, you'll have the blue buff, but now you can just kind of without the blue buff, right? Also, this is pretty nice. You can also do from backstep slash, which is useful in combos too, because backstep slash is still a down smash. So it's giving you more down smash capabilities. It cancels into Gale. So for example, if you have blue buff, you can go like this. So that's going to be like a lot of burst in like up in someone's face, especially because you're proccing the Gale evasion debuff and everything. For Succession, it's pretty good. Does it make Succession better though? Oh, also one more thing. You have Retaliation into that as well. Also very, very, very nice. So the question is, does the new skill make Succession on par with Awakening? Does it make it more viable? I think no. The thing that really bothers me with the current rework to like Succession Musa kinda is that the recent change, they added a frontal guard to Succession Musa, and they took away the CC. The problem is that Succession Musa doesn't have a large scale way to CC people anymore. I have this and this, which is primarily 1v1 knockups. I need a way to knock somebody on the floor. What I think PA should do, make a Succession version of this skill right here, right? Make it a forward guard. Honestly, put a floating or a knockdown on it. I don't see why not at this point. Bound, whatever. Just put a knockdown on it of some sort, because Succession Musa needs that. Awakening Musa has Fiery Crevice and also has BSR below the belt. Succession Musa needs something protected that does a pretty big CC. So my opinion, make a prime version of this skill and keep it on the same CD, and make it so that the skill gives you a blue buff as well. I think if they do that, right, and also just one thing, Fiery Angel in Succession, I want them to unlock the stamina. If they make just those few changes right there, Succession Musa should be exactly on par with Awakened Musa. Those are the few changes they would need to do to make the class like as good as Awakened Musa. Right now, it's like a step behind Awakened Musa. It's not horrible, it's not terrible, it's still a very strong class. It's just a step behind Awakened Musa because of those few reasons. If they're listening, seriously, make that skill a prime skill. Give it a AoE like, you know, CC, like knockdown, float, or bound. We need something that's protected to put people on the floor, because losing this CC, even though it's a full frontal guard now, it honestly hurts Succession Musa more than help it. That's just my opinion on it. But let's go ahead and get into some PvP so you guys can see how I'm using this skill in action. We'll do both Awakening and Succession. He ulted, so I'm gonna... He ulted! Oh, my man's on the back pedal for me. Oh, I was in chase, bro. What the hell? Alright guys, so like literally I could not find any PvP in Arsha because this is dead right now, but I am just gonna go to BA, let's find someone to duel, and you guys can kind of get a gist of how it works. Oh, he resisted me there. Unfortunate. No. Do I live as a corrupt member? I might live. Yep. I knew it. I was gonna die doing this. So yeah, I mean, you guys can kind of see how I use it. I use it to cover up my gaps, and I can use it for some flair. So hopefully, you know, y'all learn a little something. If you guys enjoyed the video, hit that like button, sub. See y'all later.